These are Sony's newest noise-canceling Bluetooth headphones. They have an industrial design that doesn't really set them apart, a brand name that only a computer could love, and they cost $350. They're also the best noise-canceling Bluetooth headphones I've ever used. The most important number in this jumble of characters is 3. This is the Mark III, third generation of this product line, and it carries forward all the stuff from the first model that I loved. The casing of the right side ear cup is still a touchpad, so you can adjust volume, skip tracks, or play and pause with taps and swipes. The noise canceling is now even better than before, doing a great job of muffling crying babies and almost totally eliminating the rumble of airplane and train engines. These almost completely isolate you from the outside world, but crucially, only when you want them to. Hit the button next to the power toggle and you can activate ambient sound mode, which pipes in a little bit of noise from the outside world alongside what you're listening to. And if you want to hear something specific, like an announcement on a plane or train, you just press and hold against the touchpad. Your music ducks down, the outside audio comes in at full volume, and when you're done, the crossfade happens in reverse. It's genius. But if all those features weren't enough to get me to give up my beloved Bose headphones last year, what's changed this year? 4 letters for you. USB-C. As I mentioned in my Everyday Carry video and the Mr. Mobile Awards, I can now charge my computer, tablet, phone, and now headphones with one cable. Now, according to the paperwork, these cans can also quick charge. Plug them into a power source of 1.5 amps or greater, and you get 5 hours of charge in 10 minutes. But these things last so long, I don't really need to top them off all that often. Over the past 2 months, I've averaged just under 25 hours of use per charge. On a recent business trip, I took off from New York City with a full battery and flew 6 hours with the headphones in active noise-canceling mode the whole time. My battery level when I landed in Los Angeles was 80%. Nice. And while you're on a plane, you can use the Sony Headphones app to optimize the noise cancellation, not just for the noise, but for the different atmospheric pressure when you're at altitude. I'd be lying if I said I noticed a difference, but that's because the ANC is so good to begin with. Anyway, you can also use the app to tweak other elements of the soundstage. This is one of the few surround sound effects I actually enjoy using. And app or no, these deliver rich, powerful sound that'll satisfy even the more discerning ears out there. In this case, I'm speaking of my friend Enobong Ete over at Bored at Work. His review had some solid commentary on the audio quality, as always. I'll link it at the end. About my only complaint in the sound department is that these tend to err on the bassy side when you've plugged in wired mode, so when I'm using them to edit my own videos, I find myself adding more treble to my voice than is really necessary. Now, that's not my only complaint, period. For one thing, these still cannot connect to multiple devices at once, so if you want to switch from your laptop audio to your phone, you need to manually stop the Bluetooth connection on one device and enable it on the other. Having used headphones with intelligent source selection, it really does make these feel pretty primitive. Also, while this headset is lighter and more comfy than past versions, it still clamps my head with too much force compared to my Bose QC35s. Depending on the circumference of your particular melon, you may not have that problem, but you absolutely will notice something that I think almost every other reviewer has mentioned. Phone calls through this headset are just not great. Caller after caller has told me that I sound distant or muffled, or that they can hear their own voice echoing back to them. And this was a complaint on prior generations of the product as well. So if you make a lot of voice calls, these probably aren't the cans for you. Me? I don't make a lot of voice calls, and while those other compromises do annoy me, they're not enough to bury all the better stuff. When I'm not using these, I find myself missing the touch controls, the one-handed muting, the ambient sound mode, the USB-C connector. They may not have quite the comfort of the Bose or the elegant style of the Surface headphones, but the 1000X Mark III nevertheless remains my current pick for best Bluetooth headset in mobile. Folks, while you're subscribing to the Mr. Mobile on YouTube, drop me a line in the comments and let me know what your hottest headset for the holidays is. And if you're writing to let me know that you'd like me to cover those Surface headphones I touched on, don't sweat it. I do too, and I'll get to them soon. Until next time, thanks for watching. and stay mobile, my friends.